Scott, I was asking a couple of players this, but because of the, park it and then put it in first and drive after each game routine, does it change just a little bit in light of how the game went Saturday and then playing that very same team 72 hours later?
Yeah, it certainly does. Obviously, the Stanley Cup champions, we really didn't like our game. The way we got beat. At the end of the day, you get another shot at them right away. It's not like you got to wait a month or 2 months to get after them again. But for us, it's getting back to our game. That's more of what we just talked about. Focused on yesterday to get ready for tonight. Let's just play our game. We got away from what we have to do, how we play, and we'll just get back to that. And then hopefully the results are better for us.
The breakout of the neutral zone, which one would you like to see? Probably improvement in both, but is there one that's a little bit more of a priority for this game?
You know what? We talked about it with the group. I thought the Tampa game and the Florida game we played slow. So I'm not going to say either one. I think when we're at our best, when we're fast, whether that's in transition, breakouts, whether that's our forecheck, that's our pressure that's on the puck when we don't have it. I just didn't think we were as fast as we usually are, and that's just an area for us to get moving. It's all part of based on how we play. It's our pressure game that we talk about all over the ice, and it's just something we can get back to tonight. Everybody ramp it up a little bit. Let's get going. Let's play fast. Don't hold on to pucks. Let's get going north as quick as possible.
Dylan DeMello spoke to some of the sort-outs defensively, saying that, if I understood it right, maybe that you guys weren't outnumbering in the spots that you wanted to.
Part of the quickness, exactly. That's part of what the quickness is for us, playing faster. When we don't have the puck defending, it's our numbers. We get in, our second gets quick, our third gets quick, our five get around their three. Just kind of more allowing them to have space to make plays. The other side of things is that both Tampa and Florida didn't give us any room. They didn't give us any space to hold on to pucks to try to gain space or gain ice. They close quick, and that's us. That's how we play. We close quick, and I've talked to you guys over the course of this season. When we close quick, and it isn't just in our D zone, it's neutral zone and the O zone as well, that's when we're at our best, and that's part of what we talked, and that's where Mel's coming from, is that when we have numbers and we're fast, then the opposition doesn't get to maybe get slot plays. They don't get to get the puck back to the top and create the shots from the top with traffic, and those different things when we're on our game.
So then does that, for the second and the third that get in there, is that just about making the read quickly and then moving quickly, as opposed to almost getting too respectful and watching the puck and watching the plays?
Well, not giving all the secrets away, but there's something to that. Yeah, there's obviously in the D zone, because we're usually where the D are playing, you're going to have 5 against 3, and it's how fast you can close off the ice, how fast you can take away their outlets, and when we're on, those outlets aren't there.
Scott, after Florida won the Cup in June, Paul Maurice went on international TV and kind of in his jubilant moment said that he hopes the Winnipeg Jets win a Stanley Cup. That would be, I think he said, that would be my one wish that he still had. What did you make of that? I know the coaching fraternity can be a tight one, but to give a shout out to another team, albeit one that obviously has real close ties to him.
Well, I think that's just also his love of Winnipeg, his time in Manitoba. I know his daughter's still here. He talks often about how much he liked it here, how all the things that went on for him, and put him in the place to win a Stanley Cup. So it's great. It's flattering, but somehow we got to get through 82 games before we worry about that. But at the end of the day, I got a ton of respect for Paul. How he goes about his business over these years is pretty amazing. But at the end of the day, to hear that there, that was obviously a nice moment.
Yeah, Josh Morrissey said he hopes he has a crystal ball.
Yeah.
Just one on Ville. I know you mentioned yesterday before, after the skate, but before the move had made. Did it take any convincing? Because I know he has to sign off on that, right?
Yeah.
But I imagine, is it a different conversation than maybe the one a year ago? Because I imagine he knows he's coming back here in fairly short order. He's not going to, because of the waiver situation, he's not going to get parked there for the season.
Yeah, he knows. Obviously, it's been a tough 2 years for him, and I'm probably his biggest fan here. I want to see him, and I actually mentioned to him, sat him down, asked him about the situation. I don't want him going from 0 to 100, having to play in a game like tonight or going to Pittsburgh, wherever that game was, or the next one. He wasn't really. We didn't want him to get into contact until this past Monday. So now he's up and running. Just asked him about going to play some games. He was all for it. He wants to. He wants to go play. I told Mo to play him 30 minutes down there. But he's going to get all situations. He's going to play a 10:30 game on Thursday and I think a 2 o'clock game on Saturday, and then he'll be flying into Mini. And so hopefully, knock on wood, everything works out, but he'll be back on Sunday.
Oh, okay. So it's not, he won't go for the full 2 weeks.
No.
It's just to get him those 2 games.
We need to get him in, and then we need to get him playing games, and then we need to get him in our lineup.
We always hear up to speed, like for players that have gone through that. What are the early what do you look for when a player is getting back up to speed, given the amount of time he's missed?
Yeah, he's been able to get into more contact situations. So whether that's him breaking out under pressure and getting up to speed and getting, and that's one thing he's really good at, getting back and getting pucks, making that first pass. His ability offensively to get away from people, use creativity that way, up speed in the sense of battles, net front, popping sticks. So there's a little, bigger area, I guess, for all of that. But it's just him looking more like he's already played 20 games than having 0 behind him.